Okay. Okay. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it, chat. Sorry about that. It launched with the wrong settings, so I had to fix it. No, no, thank you. We don't need the cutscene. Hold on, I gotta crack up the stream manager real quick so I can read everybody's beautiful comments. All right. Oh, I think so, no, that was from days ago. My apologies. I was about to read that Cybernet had followed the channel, which is not the case. He followed I believe a few days ago when we last streamed on May 7th. So it's your boy. We're back at it again. We're doing the old Bloodborne. You know how it be. Hold on, I'm gonna tweet out the stream real quick. Yeah, there we go. Tweet sent. How's that one? Hey, chat? How's that for a banger tweet? It's just the stream link. I just tweeted the stream link. I should post more stuff on my actual Twitter. I'm sure it must be a nightmare, too. Let's go, says probably nobody. You're my one viewer, nobody. Just you. RuneScape didn't even show up today. How sad. Oh, I should go back to the Hunter's Dream to spend these. I was about to like lose all of my blood echoes doing a thing, but I should really go back. I should go back to the Hunter's Dream and spend them all so I don't lose them. Fingers crossed we get the item we need. Hey, Mothman's waifu. Yeah, we're back at it. This whole stream's gonna be a real Hoker moment. Hence the title. Oh, please be the item I need. I have a blood-drunk hunter beckons hunters of the hunter's nightmare. A deformed creature will whisk you away outside Odin Chapel. There we go. We can actually get the weapon for the run. We can get the run weapon now. We did it. Let's see, +5. Ooh, I'm not gonna be able to level it up that much yet. Okay. Let's stock up. Let's stock up on useless stat. We've put points into the useless stat, and now. No, Tome of Odin is the wrong one. You need to go to Cathedral Ward. Wrong lamp. Wrong lamp. 80% run. Let's go. Look at my cute little my two little cuties in chat. I got nobody. I got Mothman's waifu. How you kiddos doing? Looking real cute tonight, chat. Hi, Eileen. She's just vibing here. She's doing alright. The kids are alright. Two things we need to check. Oh, we got another viewer. How's that, eh? 4 viewers. We're really racking them in. So we need to check 2 things. 1, make sure the Snatcher is still on the other side of Odin Chapel. And 2, do a blood-curdling death run through the first section of this game's DLC in order to get the Whirligig-Saw. It's going to be really hard, almost impossible, and then we'll pick up the Whirligig-Saw and we'll come back like though we didn't even see any of the DLC. We'll only spoil the opening cutscene. You still here, bud? No. Okay, Snatcher is here, that's good. Snatcher is using their foul magics. So you guys get to see a little bit of the DLC. We're going to come back and actually play through it properly. But for this very instant, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sprint through the very first part of it. So to access the DLC, you have to get grabbed by this mysterious monster up here. the amygdala. And the amygdala will take us to the DLC. Also, is the visual quality good, chat? Is my voice...
Stephines, their children too. And their children forever true.
I hope you heard the snapping. Ooh, whirligig. Yeah, I don't know how much Feral Fairy knows about Bloodborne, but the whirligig saw is fun, and we are using it in tribute to Monster Hunter Rise's Charge Blade, specifically the spinning axe mode. Let's go, says Nectric. Hi, welcome to the DLC, Hunter's Nightmare. We're gonna be doing we're gonna speedrun it to get the whirligig saw. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna act like we are. Chat. Everyone, just close your eyes and pretend like you don't see what's happening. Excuse me. Oh, the dogs are gonna be a real problem child about this, aren't they? Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. I can hear their little paws scampering behind me. Hey, boys. Catch the game today? Oh. Our damage is really bad. We're just gonna pretend like we didn't see that. There's a whole scripted event happening behind us. Yes, the gang is all here, aren't they, nobody? It keeps eyes wide open. Grant me eyes. Excuse me. It's okay, chat. We're gonna actually go back through this area and fight all of its enemies and stuff, but not right now. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Officer! Officer! Woo! I'm not even picking up the items. How risque. What will chat think of me? It's like we're not even here. It'll be unspoiled for our return. It'll be unspoiled. Unspoiled! Unspoiled! Ah! Unspoiled! Unspoiled. I have no health. Oh no. That one bullet almost just did me straight in. Oh, this is the wrong one. I'm not even gonna open the shortcut. We're not even gonna open the shortcut, chat. We're just gonna keep going. Excuse me? Officer? Excuse me? Excuse me. Oh god, the blood bugs. I hate them. Pretend like you don't see them. We have to stand. No, excuse me, dog? Excuse me? Oh, no, this one's gonna be tricky. Just go fast. He can't shoot you off the ladder if you move fast enough. Oh, yes he can! I really thought the second one wouldn't hit. Oh man, do you know how rare it is for them to do the double slam? Oh no. Oh, how tragic. Oh, my blood echoes. All 10,000 of them. The switch weapon said no. Oh, what bad luck to get that attack twice. What bad luck. Oh well, our run begins again. We almost did it. We were almost there, chat. We were this close to greatness, this close. Bob up. All we need to do is get up that ladder, and we're home free, almost. Oh no, because you have to go to the bottom of the church. So we actually have to get to the second lamp. Uh oh, that did not take out that scythe hunter. Ooh, the scythe is going to be a real problem. Oh, thank goodness he's occupied with the beasts. Okay. Okay. See, we're almost back. It's like nothing happened. It's like nothing happened. Nothing happened, no one saw anything. It's all an illusion. See? So it was just that easy. I'm actually going to lure the guys out a little bit further this time. Just to make it easier. Oh god, the extended hitbox on that one is brutal. Okay. We fixed it. And now we know not to go up the hill this time, so we can just go through the blood bugs. Oh, this is actually going to end really badly. Blood bugs are terrifying. Oh, it didn't end that badly. Hey, bud. I did not move it enough of an angle. I should... Oh! Woohoo! Okay. Okay. We're very close. We're almost done. I will tag the second lamp, just so that we don't have to do this again. Survive with the cannon? Okay. We did it, we're in the clear. Mostly. Boop. Just in case. We're gonna pretend like we didn't light that, though, when we actually do it. That's one thing we can't undo. We did it! Wasn't that excellent? And now we just go back home. It's like it never happened. What we're all up to not watching stream. So Netra just is watching stream. Villain. Unbelievable. What DLC? We haven't touched the DLC yet. We have the whirligig saw. That's all that matters. You missed a raid? Oh no, did I? Oh yeah, RuneScape raided with the party of two. Was this an elaborate bit you did? Nobody? Is it the two of you? I assume it's just the two of you. We don't need the saw cleaver anymore. It's whirligig time. Oh, we don't have enough blood echoes. This is why we keep the blood echoes on us. 3? 3 was actually way too much. Probably just 2. I don't know what you're talking about, says nobody. Guilty as charged. There we go. We did it. We have our strength weapon, and I correctly remembered the stats for it, which is 18 and 12. And now we just power level our strength. Isn't that great? The run is now complete, and we can finish the game. There we go. Alright, so let's check out the whirligig. For those who don't know, it is a big ol' stick, and you swing your big ol' stick. Pretty neat. It's got a good heavy attack. That's the charged one. It's a big ol' sweep, and it's uncharged as a slam. And when you transform it, unlike the saw cleaver, which just gets longer, this one's the saw. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's got a heavy attack, and then it's got a charged one that takes a long time. And its special transformed function, because it's a two-handed weapon, instead of being able to shoot, we can do this. And you just walk towards stuff with the big spinny saw, and it hurts them very badly. Anyways, we're at Cathedral Ward. Pretty nifty, eh, chat? Pretty nifty. Alright. We have a few things we need to do. We need to... Well, we need to get caught by the Snatcher, chat. That's the first thing we need to do. Everyone get your death counters ready, by the way. Oh, I forgot they had a grab attack. I'd never get hit by it. Oh, he's just sort of squishing me. Ooh! Oh, he's picking me back up again. Ooh. That's death. Would the stake driver be gun lance? Ooh. No, because saw spear is gun lance. The saw spear would be gun lance. You feel me? Spooky. Uh-oh. We've been kidnapped. Taken to a mysterious prison. Yahargul, the unseen village. Well, we're trapped here, chat. Man, and the door just is unlocked. The door's just unlocked, you can just leave. Can I come over here to the right? Pick up the thick cold blood? Read a nice little note? Ooh, rituals to beckon the moon. Uncover their secrets. You have it, strange note. Come down here. There's a person down here. So if we try to... I think this will work. If you try to talk to her normally...
Oh, please leave me be. Don't take me, please. Oh, please.
She thinks we're one of the spooky boys of Yahargul village. But if we put on the full church outfit...
Oh, by your garb, the healing church. You've come to save me. Oh, thank you, dear saint.
Saintly. You heard it here first, folks. Hoker is a true saint of the church.
You can take this, at least. Sure to please an upstanding member of the church like you. Oh, thank you so much, dear gods.
Not a close-up, why not?
Thank you, sir. I was seized on the street by the hulking brute in the cathedral ward.
Just
and
like
locked
us.
up here. There were many others, but they've been taken, and I've heard moans.
Unfortunate.
So, then the streets are perilous, and every bat isn't my place to ask, but do you know somewhere that might take me in?
Go to Odin Chapel.
I'll set out.
Don't mind the
as soon
weird
as
guy
I
in the
can.
red cloak, he's weird, but he's nice.
I pray for success on your hunt, kind hunter.
That's how easy it is to trick her, is that you walk 10 feet away, you change your shirt and walk back, and she's like, oh, I trust you now. Anyways, we can show our beautiful green mane again. In all of its glory. A little too close. Everyone was thirsting for Hoker last stream, what changed? I thought you believed in Hoker's beauty. Guess we all can't be gifted. There, wait, which staircase has... There. No, 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 no! No, escape. No, escape. Yoink, and I think that's what we need for our next upgrade. Oh, jeez. Go up here. Light this lamp. Checkpoint got. Anyways, this area is really rough, because it is just filled from the ground up with these Snatcher enemies, and they are just tough as nails. They do really high damage, they have really strong health. Once you deal about half of their health, they do that thing that he was about to do, where they buff themselves, and they become really, really fast. Which terrifying because they hit very hard. Please. I did not get the backstab. Oh, he's buffing. Okay, there we go. Hoker looks like Wallace Gromedy. He's a little Wallace Gromedy, ain't he? I suppose that's, you know what? True enough. Fact. Oh, I forgot that she's back here. Give her the saw. Oh, I wanted to saw her. Yeah, there's a lot of fun terrors here at Yahar'gul, the Unseen Village, where they kidnap people. So, I guess let's go back here. Oh, nothing suspicious about that. Except for that there's a second one. Also, look how much good damage the saw does. Get through this. Oh, she did! She got through it! I didn't think she... my eyes! No! I didn't think that she would get through the saw! She didn't even get touched by it! Oh, no. Oh, my eyeballs. Just inject yourself. That'll fix it. There we go. We did it, chat. We fixed the problem. We just sawed right through it. Oh, God. Truly terrifying. There's some boys on the floor. You know how it be, floor boys. Yeah, the saw mode does significantly improved damage compared to the normal mace. But unfortunately for all of us, we can't really use it against these big guys because you need to backstab them, and the charge of its heavy attack is quite slow. I don't feel good about my odds of bursting him down. Okay, we're gonna have to resolve this combat the standard way. Whoa, oh, I played that way too risky. I almost just got destroyed. That punch probably would have killed me. That's how much damage they do. Oh, dang it. Hold on. I really want to backstab him. I really want to backstab him with the full saw charge. You should, because it hits multiple times, the fully charged saw hit. You attack me? No, he just walks away. They don't fight. They've all been kidnapped. They just went out. Oh, yes. It's all coming together. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at all that damage. Wait. What are you guys just walking towards me for? You want something, bud? You need something? Wow. The audacity. Give him a little kick. Like, kick me, I'll show you. How dare you. How dare you. Some nice Quicksilver bullets, it's always convenient. Oh, hey, bye, puppy. My dog just ran around me. Let's come back through here where we killed those two guys. Is there not a... I thought there was an item in this tunnel. There's a boss fight there. Take a look at that boss fight. Put away the saw. Take a look at that boss fight. We're not doing that yet. That boss fight is really tough, and we are underpowered for it. Severely. We need to... That's like something we do right before... That's like something we do right before we do ROM, is that boss fight. We could do it now if we wanted to, it just would not... It would just be very difficult. Alright. Well, we've explored the downstairs, we've explored that little back room. I guess it's time to go outside and breathe in that fresh Yahar'gul air. Breathe it in deep, chat. They have disgusting statues everywhere of twisted humanoid forms. They have large pigs. The pig has boils upon its back. Pig needs a better skincare routine. Hey, big guy. here we are. Once again, chat. I'm afraid that you must gaze upon it twice. It's not my choice, I'm sorry. The game designers made you look at that. Cut him up. No escape. How are those so freaking tanky though? Oh my god. What, the little boys? They never saw that coming. Oh no. Hey, we're back at the lamp. Shortcut. That's a shortcut outside, so you don't have to fight these two guys every single time. Just all the terrified emotes in chat. The horror of it all. The sheer horror. It's unbelievable, really. Oh, puppy. Who's a good boy? You are. Hey, let's play fetch with the loud whirly sound. Bop bop. Get in there. No buffing. It's strictly banned. Potions are cheating on this Minecraft server. Give me that item. By the way, farming these snatchers down here is a really good way to stockpile up twin bloodstone shards. I don't think we'll have to grind them, because, I mean, we have our one weapon, so we probably won't need a ton of bloodstone shards. Unless we get, like, a lost or uncanny version, but I don't really imagine I would want different... I mean, what's the third gem? Triangle? Yeah, I'm not gonna get a lost or uncanny whirligig. I'm not going to explain what lost or uncanny means. It's an incredibly obscure game function that we're probably literally never going to see. Except for like maybe once, and you'll be temporarily confused by it, and then you won't think about it anymore. Frenzied Cold Blood, take a pickup. You go down to street level for a second. We're actually going to go down here to where the first pig was. There's some interesting items here, a lot of pickups. There's a puppy here. I hate dogs in Souls games. Madman's Knowledge, and by god, a third Madman's Knowledge. And they're all sort of praying at this gate, so whoever's behind that gate must be pretty messed up, eh? We got a dead guy over here with a full set of armor. The Yahargul armor. Black hooded iron helm. Got black gloves, black trousers. Makes us look ominous. With a spooky cape. Spooky boy. That's not concerning at all. No. What could be terrifying behind that gate? I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure I won't get hit by this pig. Whoops. Whoops. Ooh. Big damage. See, that's why the Whirligig Saw isn't even as upgraded as our Saw Cleaver was, but it's... Man, the damage that the saw does is just so good. Hold on, I want to pick up items up this staircase. I think there's like one item up here. But there might be no items. Then when I look like a fool. Doorway here. An elevator shaft that doesn't work. You actually can't even get it to work until like... You can't even get it to work right now. There's no item up here. So in your reap, I guess. I can't see Hoker's beautiful lips anymore. No, you can you can kind of see them. They're right there, through the grill of the helmet. He's still there. We'll put back on the hunter outfit. We'll go back to our old fashioned, so you can see the green hair at least. Yep, because that's a tragedy, says Mothman's waifu. Don't cage his lips. His lips are fine. I really like doing that. I don't... There's something about this, like, spin move that is very fun to me. Oh! That wasn't fun. Oh. How did I not get either of them with those thrusts? There we go. There we go. It was too much for the world to handle. It's like you're walking the dog, but instead of a yo-yo, it's a saw blade. I mean, perhaps a yo-yo is like a saw blade. You ever think about that? What came first, the yo-yo or the saw blade? Get back to me on that one. That is a we live in a society question. Why don't you come here, Papa? You see why I don't like dogs in Souls games? They're relentless. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Oh! I flee. I flee. I shoot. Dog literally dodged a bullet. Oh, I thought it wasn't dead. Sir? Yeah, I mean, they just make them, like, so fast. And in Souls games, they literally dodge bullets. Like, what? I forgot that that is a rush of attacks. It doesn't end, does it? Right! The follow-up. Yep. That's right, the Snatchers are a two-shot monster. They will just kill you. They're so strong. Now I have to do all that again. I have to do all that twice. Kill all those pigs. You have to watch me kill another pig. That's the last thing you wanted to watch me do today. Luckily we have the shortcut outside, so we don't have to deal with those first two Snatchers. I should have just parried. I don't know why I even took out the saw. I did not need the saw to deal with the Snatcher. I should have just used my gun. It would have been smarter of me, infinitely smarter. Oh great, he's already spotted me. Sorry? Oh, that's a backstab opportunity. Like, why did they even put the texture back there? If they didn't want people to think about it, why did they put the texture back there? You know what I mean? Also, do you know how lucky it was that we did not get hit by that? That, he really went right through us. Oh, 2 in a row, eh? Why From Software? Why must I gaze upon it twice? No more goofing, no more gaffing. All the dogs must be slain. How is that one not dead? You. Oh, I'm sorry. It had the juke run up. I forgot that that's a thing dogs do. You're not dead. Please be so now. You. It's your turn. Come. It's like they don't ever stop it. Their forward momentum is just a series of continuous attacks. It's so annoying. So annoying. Like, I'm trying to dodge around him in a circle, like I'm trying to dodge to his side. But whenever they rush you, the camera freaks out and just starts going down, and then you can't dodge around them. Ugh. It's such a complex of things you don't want. Anyways, Bagman moment. Whoops. There we go. I had to cough, but I channeled it into a nice throat clearing instead. There we go. Boop. Boop. Look at that. Easy peasy. No trouble. And we get a new trick weapon that we're not going to use. It's called the Tonitrus. It's a spooky mace. Pretty nifty. And its ability is that you rub it and it makes lightning come out. That's it. Doesn't get a new moveset, but it does get some cool lightning on it. It's pretty nifty. But, yeah, the lightning mace. Pretty cool. Did you guys like our little tour of Yahar'gul? That's all that there is to see here. There's that boss, but, we'll circle back to that one. What we really came here for was the items. And also the twin bloodstone shards. Which we need to finish upgrading the whirligig. Or at least upgrade as far as we can. As far as we can go. Which I think is just to... What, +5? Same as the saw cleaver? Let's go. Boop. And then we need to save up a lot more. A lot more to upgrade it again. We need like 3 more bloodstone shards. Cool. Now we can get back. I think that's all the side areas to do. So what we need to get back to is get back to the rest of the game. We need to do some progression. You remember last stream? We got the password for that doorway after we defeated Vicar Amelia. And once we got the password, the night progressed from sort of that late afternoon look to the deep night. Well, now is the time to pay off. We have to go down to that door. Give that spooky man who asks for passwords a password. How's that sound? My headset is like falling off. Also, she's here now. Actually, before we return, I think the time has come to gather everyone into Odin Chapel. I'm sending them all to Odin Chapel. My reason being, besides my game knowledge, that Yosefka seemed really sus after we visited her for the second time. So I don't trust her to take care of these people. And the guy in Odin Chapel, he was sus up front, you know? When we met him, he was sus. So and then he offered, and he was already sus, so I don't suspect him of any deception. Thou ask and thou shalt receive. Also, he's not behind a locked door. And I'm trusting of that. Yeah, these boys are here. Remember how dangerous they were? Anyways. They're like 2-hit enemies now. They're weak. They're weak and frail compared to our powerful whirligig. Sound logic, says Mothman's waifu. It is sound. Look at that. We just cut through them like butter. Look at this. This old section of Yharnam is no threat to us now, chat. We are stronger than it. Let's see. I'm thinking about the rotation. Oh, we also never gave the little girl the brooch of her mom. Her super dead mom. Forgot about that. We have to go tell her mom is dead. Oopsies. My mistake. Did you guys also see that there wasn't like a texture for the bottom of the elevator? Because I thought that there was no texture on the bottom of the elevator. I could see through it. I could see the button through it. Okay, Grandma's down there. Um... I'm trying to think of who all we need to grab. There's Grandmama. There's the two people in that place. Let's start with Grandmama and then work our way to all the windows we know of that have people. Oh, right, dog. Dog. Bulldog. 2 for 1. There we go. And of course, wait, there we go. Well, yeah, she has didn't know Hoker had a giant pizza cutter. He's got a shift at Domino's right after this. Yeah, when you have to stop the scourge of beasts at 1, but be putting on your shirt and apron in time for your shift at 2. Yeah, go Odin Chapel.
An outsider worth a lick of salt.
Thanks.
Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Yes'm. Her... Dude? Okay, I think she's the only one up here. We need to do the little girl quest. Little girl quest. Tell the little girl her mom is dead. This is definitely not the fastest way to get there, I don't think. It's the way I'm going. Just gonna walk backwards to the lobby with the giant in it and the locked door, you remember that one? Other side of the big door that the beast hunt is happening at. With all those villagers around the burning pyre. Ooh! Look at how easy they fall. Remember how much trouble we had with them? Look at how far we've come, chat. Hello. Literally took out all 3 of them with that. Boop. Boop boop. I got bad news. I got real bad news.
Was it really her? Mummy? Mummy? Leave me alone.
That's rough, buddy. Well, I got places to be. Got places to be. Can't be around here waiting for this kid. Actually, well, I think we have to... Okay, remind me, when we reach the college, someone tell me to go back for her. I'll probably remember, but just remind me. They're still having a good time. Now we need to go back down through Odin Chapel to Cathedral Ward to get the rest of the people for safety. Oh no, anyways, rip to your mom. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. Sorry, I'm happy for you, or sorry that happened. You know that, like, screenshot? Funny stuff. Let's all be glad that Hoker doesn't have the external dialogue of our commentary. Just walk up to that poor crying child and be like, yeah, it's tough, man. See you later, though. Just runs away. Full speed, sprinting. It's rough out there for children during this eldritch apocalypse. You know how it is. Also, can you imagine being the person who has to choose to put like a whole bridge over a church? Talk about vertical construction design. Just a that's rough, buddy moment. It's true, Feral Fairy. It is true. Alright. We have, I think, 2 more? Because we told Grandmama. So we have 2 more people to tell to go to Odin Chapel. I think you'll like one of them and hate the other one, chat. Which I believe is the appropriate response. Also, Grandma's here.
How did we ever get into this mess?
She's real stressed. She's going through it. Also, these guys' lamps. These guys' lamps are now covered in eyeballs. You see that? There's sort of eyeball barnacles he's got going on there. And look at that. He waved his eyeball thing and made projectiles come out of it. Yep, things get real spooky later at night. But why, though? You mean, why is Grandmama stressed, or why do people's lamps have eyeballs on them? Oh, I see. You'll go on to notice that eyeballs are an incredibly important theme. Eyes are very important to the lore of this game. Having eyeballs, having eyes, being able to see, very important themes of Bloodborne. Or motifs. Motifs would be the more accurate word. I was so close to making the same joke, but Symmetric was faster. It's the light behind their eyes, OMG. Oh my god. Yes, this way. Also, look, the church giants are asleep. Sleeping on the job. SMH. Can't believe it. Oh, Brain Tucker! That was almost very bad. You guys were seconds away from finding out why they're called brain suckers. Seconds away. One momentary lapse, and you would have seen. Ooh, I forgot that these ones are slightly tougher. They take 2 hits, which is why I'm switching to my thing, just for quick dispatch. You. Takes the same number of hits. Switch to the faster tool. If we're doing like a boss, it's gonna be saw mode all the way. Or like this guy. And you just need them dead. But when you're taking on a group, always go for the faster option. So you can dart in, dart out. Ow. Excuse me. Drop down here. You guys remember that this is the alleyway where we picked up. Also, let's check on this guy.
Help me! Please help! Help!
Sounds like someone's having a rough time. Oh well. I would do something about it, but I can't. Let's check on this person.
My baby! My precious little baby! Stay away! Stay
That's rough, buddy. Anyway, here are our 2 deliverables. Hello.
Oh my, what a queer scent. But I'd take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling.
TOS.
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right?
Yep.
Might you know of a safe place? The night is long, and I've very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some.
Their own chapel.
But maybe I'll see you there.
She's nice. Also, for the record, people are burning incense to keep the beasts away. And Odin Chapel is safe because all of those hundreds of pots in there are just filled to the brim with incense.
You're not from around here, are you? Or an outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic idea. You what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from my castle.
Not as amicable.
Oh, enough of you. What, you think this is funny? Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast hunts. What's this 2-bit nonsense you're peddling? I heard you told that wench about some shelter. Well, she's a damn fool to trust an outsider. And why? Well, her sort's probably just fixing to feed some of your coin.
What a nice man.
Right. What crafty lies does the outsider have today? You think I'm an easy mark? Yeah? Well, give me your best shot.
He is the only character in the game to do this, but he will go to the opposite location you tell him. That's why we had to go and speak with Yosefka, because if you tell him about Odin Chapel, he'll go to Yosefka's instead.
Yeah, sorry. Too sharp for that bollocks. I know a superstition when I hear one. Outsiders. Even their lies are predictable.
Now, it's interesting that he chooses the opposite of whatever you tell him, because obviously he's a very distrustful person. Also, that guy's still going through it. But additionally, he goes on to, give you secondhand gossip on people who are in the Odin Chapel. And all of the things he says are opposite. So he always gets things mixed around. We'll probably talk to him, I don't know, whenever we talk to him. And he will tell us some juicy goss about the people who are inside of Odin Chapel. And he's always wrong. And he always gets it backwards. No, he's just a dirtbag. He's just Weirdo is awfully generous for him. He's just plain old mean. Cut and dry, plain and simple. He's just a jerk. What good is the gossip if it's wrong? Because it's opposite. If you hear that good gossip and you just reverse it, then you actually learn a lot of interesting facts about the people in Odin Chapel. But we are not heading to Odin Chapel. No. If it isn't our favorite collaborator.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Okay, sure. Why don't you tell me about the corrupted Vile Bloods?
Ah, there's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vilebloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vilebloods is still alive today. And so,
Ooh.
to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle. I bid you farewell. May the good blood guide your way.
I agree. You'll see. It's nice. The point is that he, for all of his doubt and trickery and how clever he thinks he is, he's really quite foolish.
The password.
Oof. They're really going through it back there. Hear the old blood. Already dead. And we get a madman's knowledge from looking at that. Huh. Dead the whole time. Welcome to the Forbidden Woods. It's quite the beautiful piece of real estate. A lot of lovely scenery. People with torches and scarecrows, you know how it is. It's the woods. This used to be the most confusing area in the game for me to navigate personally. It's got a lot of twists, it's got a lot of turns, a lot of tough areas, and it's all sort of naturally sculpted. There's no clean streets to navigate through. Excuse me, sir. Also, important thing that just happened, I just got hit with an oil urn. Now, it doesn't do much damage, but you see it gives me the status effect of covered in oil, and that will make it so that if I get touched by fire, I will just get incinerated. It makes any attack that deals fire damage while you're covered in oil super, super strong. It's very dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Hey, another executioner. It's gone, bud. Oof, I did not get hit that very. Nope. My parry timing is all off with these guys. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Bonk. I didn't think it'd do that much damage. I don't think it would do that much damage. Got some nice side items. And we still have our torch on us, which is nice. It'll come important in a little bit. There's some dark areas to the woods. Another twin bloodstone shard. That's good. We need those. Do we have 8 yet? Ooh, we're 1 away from getting the last twin stone upgrade on our whirligig lamp. Bonk the crow. Pick up this. There we go. There we are. Excuse me, sir. Mind if I cut in? Get it? Because it's funny. You see. Humorous, even. As a matter of fact. I wonder what this suspicious pile of wood is. Goodness. Glad I wasn't standing there. more of these very mutated men. Unfortunate. Give me the blood vials. No, I won't. We'll go the proper way instead of the shortcut way. We're supposed to be seeing all the game. It's not just me powering through it. Please, VOD viewers, ignore the section of the VOD where I run through the entire section of the game to get the early gigs. Ignore that. Don't gaze upon it. I ran out of stamina. There we are. Excuse me. Excuse me. Get rid of these enemies that would coat us in oil. Champ coat me today, sir. See, they got the torch enemies here to light you up once you're covered. More blood vials, always nice. Oop. 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 Yes, now we just hoover up all these good 10 blood bullets, that's nice. Yes, the final bloodstone shard and some blood vials. Also, look at the pretty flowers that they put on this one hillside. I don't know if they ever use this flower again. I can only think of like one other area where they use this really pretty flower texture. And it's just for this one little brief section of hill. Ominous red light over there. But for now we're gonna come down here. Oh. A little shambling boy. And more twin bloodstone shards. Which we don't really need any more of. We have the 8 we need for our final upgrade. See, I told you guys we would get the ones we needed. Also, is the sound of the saw overpowering my voice? I'd be very interested to find out, chat. Yes, yes. So there's some ominous red lights there, so we'll stay away. Man. This upgraded weapon really just makes a lot of enemies a pushover. More beast blood pellets. Good pickup. Probably won't end up using any of them. Thick cold blood. And take a peek-see here, chat. Another suspicious pile of wood. These traps are not built to last. Unfortunate for them. There's a little hamlet here, but we won't be going in there quite yet. We'll be braving a different area. We're gonna come up here. This is a little side path. It's somewhat necessary in the grand scheme of things, but not directly so. Hello.
Oh. A hunter of beasts, are you?
Yes.
Glory be. You know not the value you possess, but more's the pity. The hours of the night are many, and the beasts more than I can count. A veritable hunt unending. Not even death offers solace, and the blood imbibes you. A most frightful fate. Oh my, but I'm willing to do you a kindness.
Ooh, thank you.
Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient, shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength.
Gift of the Godhead?
Yes, I'm unquestionably certain.
Curious. The gift of the Godhead. The Grand Cathedral was where we fought Vicar Amelia, so we'll have to mosey on down by later on. see what's hanging in that shrouded church. Also, I don't know if any of you are paying attention, but the tonsil stone looks very much like an amygdala head. Got more crows. Have you guys watched those series of like horror shorts, Local 58, with the news broadcast station? Because just now, looking at the moon reminded me of the there's an animated episode that has like a moon in it. And I don't know, but just seeing the moon here shrouded in the mists of the Forbidden Woods sort of reminded me of that grayscale animated color of that animated moon, just sort of hovering ominously in the background as we work our bloody work. No, silly feral fairy, the news broadcast said to look at the moon. They said it was safe to look at, silly. They said it was perfectly safe to look at the moon. Everyone, it's that hour. Whenever the stream is done, take a minute. Walk outside. Stare directly into the moon. Victory position. Whoops, I got turned around. My brain trailed off, thinking, oh, by the way, incoming. Synectric, must you warn me of the Yomi raid? Think about the surprise it would have been. Oh, also, while the Snatcher slowly walks towards us, let's take a look at that item we just got. Beast Roar. In addition to the Old Hunter Bone, these are magic items. They're this game's equivalent of spells. And you hold them, and if you have enough arcane stat, you can use Quicksilver bullets to do spooky, cursed witch magic. That's pretty nifty. Please. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, Yomi! Welcome to Bloodborne. We're doing some late-night Hoker action here in the Forbidden Woods. Talked a little bit about Local 58. You know how it be. I don't even think there's an item in here. That was Beast Roar. We already picked it up. Silly me. Hope you all enjoy your stay. Welcome, new chatters, to Bloodborne. We're doing a whirligig playthrough. We're having a lot of fun. We're just cruising on through the Forbidden Woods and through this guy's face. Oh no, a pitchfork. I'm so afraid. You got a giant saw and a stick. And Lord knows we're gonna cut someone with it. You. Oh no. I missed. I wanted to get him with the saw attack. So there's a reason I'm coming up here to kill these Molotov throwers. And that is because down there is a lake of oil. A river, more accurately. And if you walk inside the river, you get the oil debuff, and those Molotov throwers will mess you up. I'll show you what I mean. I can do it myself with my own Molotovs. So you see these nasty boys, you throw a little Molotov in this oil. Nasty effect. Very strong. Kills them instantly. Just think about what that would do to my supple flesh. Not in good for me. Okay, just gonna hit me over and over again. How rude. Oh god. Said Synectric in chat. Yes, get him with the saw. Cut him up. Actually, if we walk back to the river, we'll be back at that town that I said we'd come back to later. Sort of a village, if you will. Reminds me of something I can't quite put my finger on. Something about blood and villages, werewolves. I can't place it though. Can't quite seem to place it, chat. This is a trap. Whee! It's just a pit filled with crows. The least threatening trap, perhaps of all time, is just a pit full of crows. And weak crows at that. And there's bonus loot down here. For the brave adventurer. Villig. This has been a real Villig moment. Come around the back of this house. It's a nasty man with a gun. Beat him with our big stick. You can see the soft glow of an item in here. I think I'll yoink that. Just more beast blood pellets, though. There's a hole in the back of this house that we can come inside of. It's not really anything of value, but it's there. If we go around to the front of these houses, there's another item. There's a couple of scary folk here. There's a man with a hook, a man with a pitchfork. Cut him up. I don't even know why I did that. I did that almost... that parry was just for the flex of it. Like, there was no mechanical reason for me to parry him. I think it would have taken me 2 hits to kill him. If anything, it was a waste of a Quicksilver bullet. I don't know why I did that. I just felt compelled to in that moment. I thought it would be cool. And by Jove, it was. Earlier, I mentioned those red lights near the hill with the flowers I spoke about. If you walk over, you'll step on that path onto those wooden boards, and much like the crow pit, you'll fall down here. It's a nice shortcut, actually. It's meant to trick you into falling into this enemy-infested area a little earlier, and you can't quite pick them off the same way that if you had just walked in the front. But if you know your way around the game pretty good, you can go in there guns blazing and get through a big section of the map quite fast. Let you skip right down here. You don't have to deal with the enemies or at least all the werewolf-like enemies on that side path, which is nice. Now, do you remember when we first started this playthrough? I attempted to glitch through a wall using Big Pup-Pup at the beginning of the game, and, well, shenanigans ensued. Now is the payoff of that. This is the side pathway. Content warning. If you feel disgusted, or perhaps made deeply uncomfortable by snakes, perhaps giant, long maggots, slithery boys, that are very fast, maybe now is a good time to look away. There's some big boys down here. You know how it is. Anyways, let's tussle. It's saw time. Saw does good damage. Actually, here's an interesting fact about Bloodborne. Weapons that have teeth, like the saw cleaver, the saw spear, the whirligig, have a secret, unseeable buff. It is a special status called serrated that lets them deal extra damage to certain types of enemies, including beasts, or enemies that are categorized as beasts. Anyway, this is poison liquid. It poisons you. Here comes the content warning. BT dubs. There they are. Yay! Long maggot worms. Aren't they fun? Aren't they beautiful? Look at them slithering in the dark waters. Coming for your soul. I consider them some of the most dangerous enemies in the game, because they're so cursedly close to the ground that you can't really hit them properly. It is very annoying. They are very annoying. And they're very tanky. and you just can't ever seem to hit them. And they have like the health of a human enemy. It's like, ugh, it's not what I needed in my day. And also the poison is killing us, and it's just a lot of stress. You know what I mean? Ugh, disgusting. You should see how hard this is to do. We're lucky we have a very long weapon that I can use my camera to angle down into the ground. But oh man, you should see me try to do this with the saw cleaver. It's a real mess. So if you ever think that the sawed weapons are really good pickup, it's one of the reasons that the saw cleaver is one of the starter weapons, but luckily Bloodborne has it so that any weapon can carry you to the end of the game and be really quite a powerhouse. But it's one of the reasons that the saw cleaver is my favorite starter weapon. I always pick it. There's a weapon that is specific for skill, that is specific for strength, and that is sort of an all-rounder. The saw cleaver is the all-rounder. And even though we're doing a strength build, I didn't pick the giant axe. Even though it's cool, it has a cool transform mode, and it's really quite strong, is because I like the saw cleaver's reliability. It's fast, it has the serrated bonus, it does really reliable damage. It's honestly, the saw cleaver may be among my favorite weapons just in Bloodborne in general. I mean, it truly is the old reliable of this game. It's my absolute favorite. It does it all, and it does it all well. But I mean, it's really up to flavor. Every person, I think, has a different favorite trick weapon. Just because this is the gate we were trying to open with that glitch. Here it is, opened at last. We did it. Here we are, back outside of Yosefka's clinic. There it is. That was the whole point of the glitch, was just to open this gate. As you can see, there would have been no point to doing it for this playthrough. Because, obviously, the only reason would have been to open the gate early, to go down into the swamps, and also to this area back here, but we wanted the whirligig, and you can't even get to the whirligig without DLC, and that only opens up when you reach night. So it would have been a fruitless endeavor. 35. Ow. 20. Not much better. Fire. 59. That's something. What about a charged heavy? 62. Ugh. I'll stick with the fire. So much for your high resistance to physical damage, huh? Oh. Nice try, brain sucker. You'll live to get someone else's mind meat. Tree man. That's cursed. Brain sucker. Wait till we do the Chalice dungeon stream. I'm gonna have to do prep work for that script, because I need to find out what... Okay, chat. That one paper cut is asleep, so the content warning is not here for her. Or we can talk about it while she's not here. But, there is an enemy in this game that is a spider. It is the most terrifying spider enemy in any video game I've ever played. Those of you who have played through all of Bloodborne will know the spider enemy I am talking about. Also, let's talk about this. Yosefka's clinic. She was acting kind of sus. We walk to her roof. One of the glass panes is broken. The glass window has been broken down. It has been broken into. So we are inside of Yosefka's clinic, the place we first woke up when the game started. There is this thing in here now. Ooh, a Canehurst summons. A old bloodstained summons, inviting an honored guest to the Forsaken Castle Canehurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Himwick Crossing. This summons only appears once Yosefka has locked the door. It is the reason that you do the glitch, is to get the Canehurst summons early. and to get to the Forbidden Woods going backwards. Yes, the spider is disgusting. It is an enemy in the very last area of the normal game of Bloodborne, and it is an enemy in one or two of the Chalice dungeons. And I need to verify which Chalice dungeon that is so I can tell Papercut to like just tune out, close the screen, click onto a different tab, mute the stream, so just so she doesn't have to see it because she has arachnophobia. So there's this strange creature here. It does not like us. If we kill it, it has Yasefka's blood on it. So if anyone was wondering what happened to Yasefka and why she was acting so sus, this is what is left of Yasefka. So, if that is Yasefka, who is talking to us through the window, we'll soon find out. Because whoever came through that window turned Yasefka into that thing. And from the looks of it, is turning people into them. And perhaps now... Oh, not that spider. You're thinking of Rom. That is a trip... Also, the amygdala is a tryptophobia warning. We haven't got to amygdala yet, but amygdala's head looks like this, which is a tryptophobia moment. So whoever is in here has been turning things into those weird aliens. Let's see what they're up to in here.
Ah, moonlit scents. How did you worm your way in here?
The window.
Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone? Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving.
Saving.
But
In quotes.
if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
Alright. She's quite a toughie, so I'm not going to fight her. And, she is mission critical to getting the true... Leaving her alone is important to getting the true ending of the game. You need her to be alive. Not forever, just for now. She'll get what's coming to her. For her dark deeds. This is the reason, by the way, that I did not send anyone to go to Yasefka's clinic. Everyone you send gets turned into one of those mushroom men. And the ones that get turned into mushroom men, you can't talk to, you can't do their quest lines for. You do get Carol runes from them. You guys remember Carol runes, the things we've been picking up intermittently that let us upgrade ourselves over here? So, you can never truly get all of the game's items in one run. Interesting, eh? I do want more blood echoes. I don't care about beast transform. Vials. Don't care. Excellent. As you'll know, or as you may have noticed, that we have 3 Carol Rune slots, and we have this one that is called an Oath Memory in the top left. No, we don't have any of those. Those are very special. Also, German is back. Hey, bud.
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop.
all the hunters. But they have much to offer you, and so heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Erdon Chapel.
We already did that.
From there.
That's the elevator that we went to go to the church workshop. It's where we got the Radiant Sword Hunter badge from. It was the church workshop. Which let us get, because you remember he mentioned Ludwig. This is how you get Ludwig's Holy Blade, is that item. Also, Whirly Jigsaw is now buyable since we picked it up. Tomb Prospector outfit has been unlocked. Of course, the Yharnam outfit is still here. We'll go ahead and buy all these armor pieces. There we go. And also, you notice that the price of blood vials and other essential consumables has gone up quite substantially. It continues to go up the more badges we get. Which is why it's sometimes a good idea to splurge a large amount of blood echoes, buying a ton of blood vials and such. We're investing in the useless stat, chat, I'm sorry. But, I want more stamina to swing with, even though the increase is very marginal and sort of not worth it. I want enough to do this for much longer. So that's why I'm upgrading the if you don't know what I mean, endurance upgrades the amount of stamina you have, but every level you put into endurance doesn't move the bar very much, or almost at all. Also, Unseen Headstone is now open, and has both the Abandoned Old Workshop, where we found the doll's clothes, and Hypogean Gal, which is the place that we went to in the Unseen Village. Is this where the Forbidden Woods is? Where's the Forbidden Woods lamp? I did light that lamp, right? Yeah, Forbidden Woods, here we are. There will also be an arachnophobia warning at that boss fight, though, Fairy. The one we spoke about earlier. Don't worry. We'll get him, champ. We'll get him. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to get the final upgrade. The final of the twin bloodstone upgrades on the saw. Let me go back to the Hunter's Dream real quick. We'll do that. Then we'll get right back to it. Well, really, I shouldn't even go. I should go to the lamp by the shortcut. You know what I'm saying, chat? By the shortcut we just opened. Because then we can walk right back to near the end of the Forbidden... it's not that long a walk. Who's counting? We'll take the fast way. Also, you can put in a triangle gem. Triangle gems are interesting because a lot of these sort of star-shaped ones, they focus more on like physical damage, different scaling, some HP regen, but these ones you can make your weapon into an arcane weapon, or add poison. So you can add weird effects, but we are going to stick to just getting physical damage out of it. Because physical damage is very important to us. Considering that our weapon deals almost entirely physical damage. In fact, I think it deals 100% physical damage. Yes, it only deals physical. Yeah, I mean, we'll just run back through Forbidden Woods. No one can stop us. We're an unstoppable force with our, what is it, +6 Whirly Jigsaw? What are they going to do? Try and smack me with their hands? I got a saw on a stick. It rotates. Also, I don't know if you saw, but the staff that it attaches to, it has sort of like the hammer and mechanisms of what looks like a firearm. If you look at it, you see that it sort of has it has a trigger on it, it has a hammer. And you see that we sort of grip it near the trigger. So, ostensibly, or I suppose presumably, that is how the whirligig saw works. It functions almost like a firearm. I don't know. I find that level of detail really fascinating. That they put so much like thought into just the minor design details of how a weapon like the whirligig saw would spin. Yeah, right? It's not just a stick. It's like a stick with a ton of mechanical parts. And you can see that while it is spiked on the end like a mace, that spiked part is actually what attaches inside of the whirligig. And you can see that the whirligig has its own little thin stick that goes around that spike into a little slot. Whoops, almost forgot about that. It's that every single weapon in this game has that level of minute detail. Take the saw cleaver. The saw cleaver is the most basic weapon in the game, but you can see on the wheel at the front of the saw the notches inside of it that lock into that little lever arm that fix it into its two set positions as a weapon. That's why... that's just another reason why the weapons in Bloodborne are so cool. Is because they look like actual weird, unorthodox mechanical weapons, and they have the detail to show it. And the saw cleaver is literally just a hinge. Like, they could have just put, like, a circle on top of another circle. Like a clamp, and called it a day. But they put the detail in to put little notches, and to put a little, like, mechanical lever that would hook into those notches to keep the blade in place. So you can see the entirety of the mechanical portion of how a weapon works. Also, are you guys ready to watch an incredibly bad idea? I'm about to run through the oil lake while there's still Molotov cocktails. I'm probably gonna die doing this. Oh, goodness. It's like a scene out of a war movie back there. Also, more bloodstone shards. In case we cared to upgrade a different weapon. Perhaps we'll upgrade the saw cleaver. There's a couple of boss fights I'd prefer to use the saw cleaver on, just as a consistency point. Like, when I fight Ebrietis, I might use saw cleaver instead of whirligig, just because I need the serrated buff without the slow move speed to fight her. I always love when enemies kill each other, and you just have random echoes coming in. Oh, it's nice. And plus, the sound profile of blood echoes in this game is really satisfying. It's nice to hear that noise. It reminds me of the souls collecting sound of Dark Souls 1. It doesn't sound like the soul collecting sound of Dark Souls 2 and 3, though. The sound effect sounds much more like Dark Souls 1. At least to my amateur ears. For all I know, it could be the same sound effect as Dark Souls 3, which shares a very similar, like... It's built very similar to this game. Uses a lot of the same stuff in it. Like, I don't know who's played Dark Souls 3 here. Who amongst you? Also, canon moment. Man. I guess Hoker is a canon character now. Anyways. Like the blood mechanic, it's similar. Dark Souls 3 takes the same sort of blood splattering, and how blood can, like, get onto you and onto objects in the world. From Bloodborne, it just tones down the amount of blood that gets everywhere. Hey, RuneScape. Yeah, but if you've never played Bloodborne and you have played Dark Souls 3, you'll notice that a lot of, like, the, like, hit, like, the blood spraying onto things has been sort of carried on into Dark Souls 3 in a much more toned down and tonally appropriate method. If you think, like, the swamps of Farron, for instance, have that really interesting sort of, like, goo mechanic. When you hit, like, the slugs and stuff in there, they shoot goo everywhere. That's Bloodborne, right there. That's the same sort of systems that they programmed for Bloodborne's, sort of blood and goo from enemies. and they've transferred it into Dark Souls, and I don't know, it's really cool to see them carry on that sort of design philosophy, or that like look philosophy. And Dark Souls 3 carries a lot of Bloodborne's sort of fast-paced motion, and so does Sekiro. So, okay, warning, snake warning right now, snake warning. We're about to see a lot of snakes, like a lot of snakes in disturbing places. Hello, man with bag head. Uh-oh, he is man with mini serpent head. Serpent man. Yes, we have gotten past the sort of country swamp bumpkin portion of Forbidden Woods, and we have gotten to the disturbing serpent portion of Forbidden Woods. Hello, man with ground tilling device. I think that's called a rake. I don't know what that farm instrument is. I ain't a farmer. My grandpappy was a farmer. An electrician and a farmer, but I ain't a farmer. I ain't no kind of farmer, no how. Snack. Serpent. Also, here we are, it's your boy. Up in the rafters. Up in the gears of this windmill. Getting a poisoned knife. Also, I want everyone to pay very close attention, because I'm sure you guys can pick up on what's going on here. Some dead folks.
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
What do you think, chat? Which one do we tell him, chat? What we telling him? You telling him to go to Odin? You gonna tell him to go to Yasefka? So, Yasefka's, right? Interesting. Synectric may be the one man. The one person. Is it gonna be a one guy moment? I think it shall be.
Well, I'll be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own.
Mothman seconds the Yasefka choice.
Kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer us, thanks.
Now, chat, I don't know if you know this, but this guy's the strongest optional boss in the game. Strongest optional boss in the game. Strongest optional boss in the game. And guess what? You send him to Yasefka's, don't even have to deal with him. Oh, also, we have a cannon. You can attach a cannon to your arm. We need more strength, but it's a cannon. It is a giant handheld cannon, and it fires full-size cannonballs. So, it takes 10 of our 20 bullets to fire that thing. And it is, I think, the most highest raw damage, like, single shot weapon you can, I think it's the highest damage gun in the game. People like one-shot bosses with the cannon, or two-shot bosses. Also, I think we're going to be pulling into the soft station. I mean, Hoker's got two at all times. That's true. He just got two cannons. calls him, what's a tough guy name for your two arms for punching? Because, I sure as heck don't know it. What do we name Hoker's two beat-em-ups? His two spring fists, his two fight noodles. Hello, Bucket friend.
Ah, a new face, are you? And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, Master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League? Yes,
join the League.
As a hunter well should. Commit this to heart.
Yes.
Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
Nice. That is, I think, one of the earliest oath runes you can get. And this guy is DLC, by the way.
The night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think, now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League confederates.
So we've joined the Confederacy. New stream title. Hoker joins the Confederacy. That's a real society moment. Oh no. But let's just be lucky it's a League. It's a... oh no, says Mothman's waifu. Hoker would. Hoker's not the good guy. What was I doing again? Oh, right. Sorry. I wanted to put the Carol rune on, but it doesn't really do anything. Let's see. The Carol rune, symbol, it boosts your HP during co-op. Which I don't think I'll do co-op off-stream to, like, farm stuff. But I won't do it. You guys don't want to sit here for 10 minutes while we wait to get a co-op match of Bloodborne. Unless, like, I would play Bloodborne with chat, but I don't know if any of you are even have played Bloodborne all the way through, or are at this point of Bloodborne. If you were, we would totally, like, set a password for the stream, and then, like, on a hard boss, like Ludwig or something, when we do Ludwig. People in chat could come and help, but, I don't think we don't have the Bloodborne players for that task. Unfortunate. I don't actually own a copy, but I would if I did. Yeah, you'd have to beat the whole game by yourself in order to do co-op with us, which would be rough. You'd have to get all the way caught up to where we are in order to participate in such an event. I'm a terrible gamer, so sorry. It's okay. It doesn't make you terrible to not, like, have 300 hours in Bloodborne like I do. It just means Bloodborne maybe ain't your kind of game. All Soulsborne games get some getting used to. There we go. I would say that, like, games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, once you, like, know your way around them, they seem very difficult when you first play them, but it's more of an adjustment thing. They're very different from how games normally are. They're weird. Soulsborne games are weird. From Software games in general are weird, but Soulsborne games in particular are very odd. They have their own sort of hidden set of rules, mechanics, structure, design, that I do very much enjoy, but can be odd getting used to. But once you make that adjustment, what seems like a very difficult game becomes not so difficult. There are of course parts in Bloodborne that are still very challenging to me, and parts that are very challenging, but I feel like a lot of the skill of Bloodborne is an adjustment to mechanics and to playstyle. Ow, that hurt big time. Whoops! How did I even use the monocle there? The monocular. That was an enormous hurt. Getting bit by that snake pile. Also, do you see now why I had a snake warning? A lot of serpents around these here parts. Hiding in the grass. I gotta stop trying to tank poisonous snake bites. It's not ending well for me. I'll tell you what, my favorite build in Bloodborne is a quality build that uses the saw cleaver, which is why even as we do this area, part of my soul yearns for the saw cleaver. Yearns for it. Deeply so. It's my favorite weapon, I think. There are a couple of weapons that are close second for me. Shikage is cool. I know you guys don't know what a Shikage is. We'll get to it. But that weapon's really cool. A lot of the weird, obscure weapons that you have to make a really particular build to even use, much less be effective with, I think are really, cool. Oh, it's a snake fiesta. Ew, I'm lucky that second bite did not hit. I think my blunt weapon does more damage than the saw. Hold on. Damage testing. 187? 138. Slightly less, but the speed so greatly compensates for the saw that it's not... It's only good to use the saw on, really beastly enemies. Otherwise, the blunt stick is usually pretty solid. Luckily, on the saw cleaver, you don't have to choose, because the fast option is the serrated option. A lot of weird weapons in Bloodborne. The weirdest one, and one that I enjoy more for its gimmick than its practicality, is it's the last weapon you can obtain in the game, because you have to fight the last and absolutely the hardest boss in Bloodborne in order to get the weapon. Which is a bit of a brutal entry requirement, and even then the weapon is completely useless unless you equip the white rune. Unless you equip the correct rune, the weapon doesn't even work as a weapon. You just don't have a weapon equipped. But that weapon is really cool. It's really unique. I think it's nifty. I like it. Even though yeah, it is... Whoops! Wrong spot. Also, hello, new annoying mechanic. The snake guys can now summon little snakes. Also, what good luck that he was standing in that pool of red light for us. That's not a scripted moment. He just patrols this section of road, and he happened to be standing in that red light when we fought him. Hit him with the saw. Ooh, that was a grab attack, by the way. We're lucky it did not grab us. But yes, now he summons these serpent piles, which I should use the stick on. But the saw has better range, which is why I like it for those snake men. Hey, Piggy. You know what this means, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. In the end, it must always be this way, chat. The game puts a pig in front of me and I have no choice. I'm compelled by an unearthly power to do it. I cannot resist. Ooh, a new armor set. Or at least all the parts of it but the helmet. Where's the helmet, chat? No. Stop. Don't. There. Get it anyways. Actually, if they start that animation, I don't think there's any way to stop them from actually summoning those serpents. Yeah, let's see. Shikage, the parasite, which is the weird weapon I was talking about earlier. It's a parasite. Haha, I muted my mic to cough so you wouldn't hear it, because my throat is getting dry from talking. Just weird weapons like that. We're gonna jump this gap now, wish me luck. We did it. Just weird gimmick weapons. My second favorite weapon, besides, by the way, that's the helmet piece that we just made that jump for, and we're right back here where we picked up the rest. My absolute second favorite weapon in this game is the Moonlight Sword. Anyone who's played a From Software game before, or has watched a playthrough, or has, I don't know, watched stuff about Dark Souls or Bloodborne, even Demon Souls, I believe, knows about the Moonlight Greatsword. You aren't sorry. I don't even remember what I said I'm sorry for, I won't lie, chat. So it must not have been that important to me, she's right. Feral Fairy has me cornered on that one. They absolutely have me cornered. Feral Fairy knows me in real life, so they can see through my illusions. They know when I just say it for the bit. Oh no. Can't resist their dark power. The Moonlight Sword is in this game. It's part of the DLC, and it is one wicked cool weapon. I like it. It's glowy. It glows, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the glowy particle effects in this game, choice. Absolutely choice. You false prophet. Hey, don't sass me, please. I'm weak. Ow! Like, look at how beautiful the particle effects are. Look how pretty it was. But yeah, a weapon that is all about like beautiful, like green, blue particle effects in a game that has like what I consider really, like, really well done, beautiful, like lighting of particle effects. It's just so choice. And also it's like a weird arcane strength weapon. It's interesting. But my absolute favorite is the Saw Cleaver. I've played through this game 10 times or so, all the way through. And a lot of those runs that aren't like, oh, I want to do an all blood tinge run and use the Shikage, or oh, I want to do a such and such run. If I ever just want to be like, I just want to play Bloodborne again. I just want to pick up a controller and I just want to play Bloodborne again. I love Bloodborne. Hence why I've played it start to finish 10 times. 10 or so times. And I've started a lot more playthroughs that I haven't gone all the way through. That I've only completed part of the game. Ow. Forgot that did that. And even on those runs, all the ones that aren't specific, I almost always use Saw Cleaver. Oh yeah, the saw does way better damage to them. I always use Saw Cleaver. And it never gets old. The saw cleave, I don't know. There's something about Bloodborne's combat. The back and forth of it is so satisfying to my teeny tiny lizard brain that I can't get enough of it. I know the exact placement of every enemy in this game that is not an enemy in the Chalice dungeons, because it's the Chalice dungeons, so I don't bother to... The Chalice dungeons, you'll see why when we do the Chalice dungeon stream, are kind of weird to memorize the placement of things, just because a lot of them, they don't have the same visual distinction. Also, look at the pretty fireflies. Beautiful fireflies. A lot of them don't have that same visual distinction. But like, I don't know. I know how to kill Vicar Amelia without ever getting hit because I've fought her so many times, but I can still, every year or so, every year, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, I come back and I play Bloodborne again. I can't stay away from it. Also, this is the second shortcut. This shortcut, it takes us into that dark windmill with the 2 snake men. So it's like a weird ritual that I do that eventually, send that back up, while playing other games, I will just be like, it's time to break out the PlayStation and play Bloodborne again. And I do. And sometimes I get all the way to the end, which I will with this playthrough, obviously, because we're streaming it, and I love Bloodborne. And sometimes I don't get all the way through, and I reach a certain point, I'd be like, I've had my Bloodborne, I've scratched that itch. And then I'll go back to playing whatever other games I was playing, like Monster Hunter. Whatever else is, like, on that I'm playing. God of War. The new God of War choice game. I don't know. There's something about Bloodborne. There's a form of... Because it's a fairly linear game. It has its side paths. It has its optional content. But I mean, beyond the wandering intermingle of streets, it's mostly a point A to point B, with very satisfying boss fights at the end. Like, I've played every Dark Souls game. I've beaten every Dark Souls game. I think at least 2 times for each game, respectively. But Bloodborne is the one I always come back to. I don't come back to Dark Souls 1 or 2, or even 3, and I really like 3. I like 1 also. I like all of them. I know people give a lot of trash to Dark Souls 2, but I like it. But something about Bloodborne, I don't know why. I can't stay away. I have to play it again. It's just so... It's so well crafted. Does that make sense, chat? I know it's late at night and we're all feeling delirious. But there's something about Bloodborne. I don't know. It's like the, you know, the Junji Ito horror comic about the holes in the walls? I've never read it myself. I kind of want to. I probably should. Where there are all the holes in the walls of the cavern, and like people find the hole in the wall that is shaped just like them, and they like walk down the hole in the wall and they become all distorted. Yeah, it's a good manga from what I hear. I've never read it. But Bloodborne is like my game equivalent of my perfect hole. I don't know why. I love a lot of games. Like, I consider like Devil May Cry 5 to be perhaps the best character action game ever made. I would consider Devil May Cry 5 to be more mechanically deep and interesting to play, and I love Devil May Cry 5. It's one of my favorite games. But there's something about Bloodborne that just stays with me. Maybe that's why I'm both so excited and nervous to share it on Twitch. You're perfect, Hole. Nice. Thank you, nobody. I know I can always rely on you. There's something, it just, I don't know. I played it once, and I've been forever warped by the Bloodborne-shaped hole I moved through. And now everything, my life is the pre and post Bloodborne era. Also, this is a boss fight. So, I don't know. It's made me different. And I love it so much, which is why I'm excited to share it. But then on the other hand, it's like, I don't know. What if other people don't see in Bloodborne what I see in Bloodborne? I guess it doesn't matter. If you guys don't like Bloodborne, it really shouldn't be any skin off my shoulder. You know? It's just a game I really love. I would hope that other people would see it and be like, dude, this game is really wicked cool. Because there's no Bloodborne games that are Bloodborne. That was literally the worst possible sentence to describe that idea that I think could be formulated by a human mouth. There's no other game that is a Bloodborne-like. People make Souls-likes, and I like a lot of good Souls-likes. There are games like, I'm trying to think of a good Souls-like, but it's vanished from my mind. You know those sort of mysterious subgenre of Souls games that I'm talking about? Like, I've played a lot of games. A lot of Souls games because I love Souls games. Souls-likes. But none of them... Send that back up so I don't have to call it. Even the ones that do attempt to imitate Bloodborne, which few of them do, most of them have tried to imitate Dark Souls, to varying degrees of interest and success, and a lot of Bloodborne-like, or Souls-like games are really good. And I enjoy them and they're fun. But not even the ones that attempt to imitate Bloodborne, they can't capture the feeling of it. You know what I mean? There's a form of visceral Bloodborne essence that they just can't grasp. Something about the motion, the combat, the flow that it has that no other game plays like to me. Other games are similar. Games like Dark Souls 3 have the same fast-paced combat, but with sort of that slower Souls feel. Other games try to find ways to imitate the speed and aggressiveness that Bloodborne's combat encourages you to do. The rally mechanics and other things that make you go in and stay in. Even when you take damage, it's beneficial to keep attacking and dodging. No other game has that flow. Not to me, at least. Can he fit through that hole? I didn't think the pig could fit through that hole. This is the first, by the way, this is the first time we've died to a boss, and I'm rather embarrassed about it. Because normally I first try Shadows of Yharnam. So this is my embarrassing Bloodborne moment, is dying to Shadows of Yharnam. I got distracted. They're talking to chat. There's a very specific itch that other games get close to, but only Bloodborne can really scratch. Yes. No other game. There is no other game that substitutes Bloodborne. I would say that there are games that are like... There are Souls-like games that can scratch the itch for Dark Souls, and that's why I like Souls-like games, is because I like playing fresh new Dark Souls. Which is why those games are cool. Souls-likes are cool, but nothing scratches the Bloodborne itch, and it's my favorite itch. I love it. I love getting it. I love scratching it. It's a solid itch. on the customary itch rating scale, it falls pretty high on the list. Oh, I was hoping to parry that. Nothing else is Bloodborne. So I have to make a voyage to Bloodborne. And you think that, like, if you play Bloodborne, like, as many times as I have, and you know every enemy and every boss fight, so much so that you can beat Vicar Amelia essentially every time you play the game without getting hit, you would think it would get old. But it doesn't. Like, you know how many times I've fought the Shadows of Yharnam? A lot. And, I don't know, their boss fight's still really fun. Even if the part where they grow snakes out of their faces really sucks. Because I don't like the weird snake arms that they get. When they flex their arms out and they're extra long and they poke you. I don't like that. It's not my favorite game mechanic. But I love this fight. I kinda wanna just kill projectile guy. I know that's suboptimal gameplay. Wow, really? We get it. You can run fast. But someone has got to stop you from... I gotta curb the aggression of Sword Guy over here. He is going nuts. Wow, I'm not gonna be able to parry that stab move. Get out of here. I have no need of you. I don't know. This fight is still satisfying to me. It's viscerally so. It's nice, it's good, it's clean. I like it. It feels good. Okay, Sword Guy's gone. You're next. I never get bored of it. I could fight the Shadows of Yharnam like 5 times in a row, and I just would still be like, yes, more please. Can I just shoot you? Oh, I would have been really funny if I didn't kill. Uh-oh. Are you guys ready for the fun part of the fight in which you just take damage for no reason? Yeah, good luck dodging whatever that is. Do you know how to dodge those snakes? God, I'd wish you'd tell me because I don't. How do you dodge the snakes? Someone please tell me. I fought Shadows of Yharnam. Never been able to dodge those snakes. I don't know if you even can. No, Brian. Don't say that word in my chat. Do not say the game Lords of Fallen in chat. I refuse to play that game. I've played it once. Never again. Also, Flyboy. Potential tryptophobia warning? Better not be posting Lords of the Fallen images in the Discord. Else there will be a great reckoning. Become a snack to dodge the snakes. True. That's true, actually. Very smartly said. Bergenworth. We did it, chat. We got to Bjergenwerth. I think perhaps that's where we'll end for the night, chat. At Bergenworth, the college that the Healing Church's blood comes from, and all the dark secrets it might hold. I literally can't upgrade my weapons, so I don't know why I'm walking over here. Why not? Pocket Saw Cleaver. And then we'll just power level.
Welcome. Very well,
Make me strong. Big strong. Thank you. Let's check out the Insight Shop. I think there's a couple of items we need. Or want, not need. Yes, Henrique's outfit. Right from snakes into disgusting bugmen. Oh yeah. It gets worse with time. It's the Bloodborne way. The deeper the night gets, the more monstrous the enemies become. Also, check out our new Henrique fit. The yellow really pops with the green hair. We're looking fly. Looking good, looking fresh. Looking fancy. It's good stuff. Alright, chat. Now that I've told you about my dark blood-born thirst, my deep hunger, it's time to say goodbye. And to find someone to raid. Let me transfer my brain into my phone. Oh hey, D-Town Cat is streaming. You guys want to raid D-Town Cat? I believe Yomi and Nobody both raid D-Town Cat. But now I shall be the one who raids D-Town Cat. How's that for a twist? Now I am the one who knocks. Who boy? I hope I typed their name in right. Oh heck yeah. All three of my viewers, 5, 7? Come on. Let's get down with the raid. No problem, Mothman's Raifu. A11 Pog, let's go. Alright, you guys say hi to D-Town Cat for me. Tell them that they're very wonderful. I believe that they are, let me double check. I believe they're playing Minecraft? Yes, I believe they are playing Minecraft. So you go, you say hi, you be nice. Okay, you be nice. And I'll see you guys, I think, Saturday? I believe I'll see you Saturday for the next stream. Not Thursday maybe, because me and some of the streamer friends are gonna be doing some Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So and also I have final exams on Thursday, so that's the real Eldritch Nightmare, is college. The real Eldritch Nightmare is going to college. So please, that's the raid message, is the real nightmare is college. Alright, bye guys. That's all she wrote. That's the stop